واحنا يعني بندبح بعض عشان نقدر كل واحد يطلع له بكرتونه لاولاده، ولا يطلع له بعلبه تونه ولا بعلبه فول. اصلا هي ما كانش لها وزن. علبه فول في الحياه عندنا كانت الواحده حاجه بشيكل، اليوم علبه الفول عندنا في المعسكر الجبلي حاجه ب 30 شيكل.
After 6 months of war between Israel and Hamas, more than half the population of Gaza, 1.1 million people, are facing catastrophic levels of hunger.
Hunger is spreading in a place which before never ever encountered hunger. So this is clearly a man-made, artificially created hunger crisis.
Gaza's population is dependent on external food aid to survive, but not enough is arriving.
مجاعة نيجي ناكل هاي الطردونة بكفيش المعسكر لك صح طريق بكفيناش.
To meet the population's basic food needs, 300 truckloads of aid would have to come in every day, according to the World Food Programme. But aid delivery has been increasingly complicated. The UN says that before the war, some 500 trucks were arriving every day. The main way for aid to enter Gaza is via Egypt, where trucks are inspected by the Israeli army at the Kerem Shalom and Nitzana border crossings. After that, most of them enter Gaza via the southern city of Rafah. Since the start of the war, however, Israeli army checks have taken much longer.
Between the 1st and the 22nd of March, 1/4 of 40 humanitarian aid missions into northern Gaza were denied. So let's be clear. Life-saving aid is being obstructed. Lives are being lost. Dignity is being denied.
Israel says that 99% of trucks inspected are allowed in. When trucks do manage to get into Gaza, the route is a treacherous one, with convoys stalled by destroyed roads, fighting and looting. Access to the north of the territory is particularly complex. The World Food Programme has only been able to take 9 convoys to the north since the beginning of the year. As desperation grows, some deliveries have created dangerous situations. On the 29th of February, more than 100 people were killed during the distribution of food aid near Gaza City, when witnesses say the Israeli army opened fire on the crowd. The Israeli army has responded saying they did not fire at the convoy, but at a number of suspects who posed a threat, and that most of those killed died in a stampede. Destruction of infrastructure is not helping matters either. On the 13th of March, a distribution centre belonging to the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees was hit by a strike. Israel has banned UNRWA from delivering food to the north of the Gaza Strip after it accused some of its employees of involvement in the Hamas attack on the 7th of October. Since land distribution has been slow and insufficient, for the past month, foreign powers have been dropping food from planes.
العلب بيطعج والتمر ينكب كل إشي يعني على الفاضي والناس تلم على الأرض الأكل تلم على الأرض عشان لقمة العيش صعبة غزة.
Several people have been killed by falling crates, stampedes, or drowned trying to retrieve packages from the Mediterranean.
The airdrop can be an addition, possibly, but the airdrop will not be the answer to the extraordinary dramatic situation we are encountering.
Another alternative is sea deliveries. On the 15th of March, a ship from Cyprus arrived with 200 tons of food for the Palestinian territory. A second mission with 400 tons has already set sail. NGOs are calling for a continuous flow of boats, even if this aid is much slower than trucks.
The key is to get to them as soon as possible, and not just for one day, but in a sustained way, because food, water, medicine, people need it every single day, not just for one day and then it's enough.
المساعدات البحرية والجوية هذه احنا لا تؤمن أزمة من جوع. يعني عفوا بيجي بلا مؤاخذة بيجيب لك مثلا 10 طن أو 20 طن. احنا عندنا 2 مليون نسمة في غزة.
Amid growing international pressure, the Israeli army is testing a land crossing in the north of Gaza. This pilot project, known as Gate 96, enabled some 50 trucks to enter this hard-to-reach area in March. But even with these new routes, the UN warns that if significantly more aid is not allowed in, Gaza could face a famine by May.
The extent of Israel's continued restrictions on the entry of aid into Gaza, together with the manner in which it continues to conduct hostilities, may amount to the use of starvation as a method of war, which is a war crime.
In 6 months of war, almost 33,000 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry. More than 20 of them, mostly children, have already died of malnutrition and dehydration.